Welcome back to another Volvo 460 Turbo video. So, it's been a few days, maybe a week, a little bit more, since I've now got the engine in the car, got it running. Much to my dismay, the cold air issue still prevailed. However, I have replaced the turbo recirculation valves up here and here, because when you connect these two together, it's supposed to bypass the air control system, so essentially this bad boy here, and make it so that the engine gets a nominal amount of air. So when you connect these together, it locks this in a certain position, and the idles are the idle is supposed to change slightly, drop, raise. I think it's supposed to go to 800 rpm, but the car wasn't doing anything when I did that, so this thing wasn't getting any air to do any metering of said air, hence the changing. That's supposed to sit back there. So we have yet to test this, because this is off of a Hyundai Elantra, something like that, 1990, or 2006 I think, because the original Bosch ones, the one I had was from, basically shared a Ferrari partner, was like 500 quid. So new one of these for a Hyundai Elantra, it's about £60, £70, which is a lot more tangible. But she now idles at like 1000 revs when cold. This is an aftermarket unit MAF sensor for a Volvo 740. Surprise, surprise. So I thought it'd be like a Renault 5 turbo intake or something like that. So it's a real hodgepodge of little pieces. These recirc valves are from Audi, and they're good for about 1.2 bar of boost. I've still used the old owner's hard pipe back here, because this is meant to be a common mod. You need a hard pipe for it, if you can see this pipe here. So the next thing to do, what I'm currently in the middle of, which is why the welder is out, welding that together poorly because of the lack of access. My exhaust down here, I don't know if you can see that. So this collar kept coming loose because the gases bracket, or the clamp that I had on there, just didn't seal it very well. Apologies, I'm just moving some bits around because I've got to go to the other side now. So I've decided that I'm just going to weld it up. You'll notice that I've got ears just here, I don't know if you can see them, ears for a couple of rubber bands. On the exhaust I don't have those ears, so I've got a U bracket, and I'm just going to use that as a set of ears essentially. I might see if somebody like Quick Fit or something could probably do a better job, seeing as they have a ramp and will have better access to the underside of the car. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I'm hoping that sag there will come back up once I've finished welding this up. That's not very clever, although that's at an angle. So generally the exhaust will be held off of these ears here. This should just sit up on its own, purely on the weight or purely on the clamping force of this, which I don't think is a very good design. It should have a set of ears or a carrier just here to support this elbow, because there's a lot of exhaust to hold on to, and it looks like someone's put something on at some point in its life, which has since fallen off, I think. So I don't know, we will have to see. But yeah, we're getting there. I would move around to the other side, get that pipe on the other side welded up, get my down pipe put back in place up there, but then we're going to go for an oil change, and then should time allow we're going to start work on the steering system. I've got some inner tie rods to put on, hopefully that won't be a pain. I've also got some new lower ball joints, because of how cheap they are. They're like, what, £15 for a pair, if that. So that'll be the next job. I'm going to take this unit off and pop it on, and this is your inner tie rod. I've got 2 new sets of them, and then hopefully that'll be that. She'll be ready for swapping onto support on the rear. We've got 2 new rear calipers, because I'm sick and tired of the cross-threaded bolt on the back end of the 2 calipers for the handbrake, having to adjust the handbrake each week because they keep coming loose. So yeah, that'll be fun. I still haven't decided whether or not I want to paint those calipers up. I've still got the yellow paint, so potentially could do paint them yellow to match our lovely turbo intercooler engine here. We shall see. Also, someone asked me if I had a whistle coming from the engine bay. Now that I've changed the recirculation valves, I didn't notice it, but I haven't had it running long because it's quite loud. I want to get the exhaust on, and then I'll run it up and warm it through. Yeah, getting there. Progress. So some new 710 or recirc valves. So, part 2, or whichever part now, I don't know. I've got the exhaust welded up, the downpipe connected. I'm hoping that that is just condensation. It does smell a bit smoky. The engine, there's still a little bit of a whistle coming from sort of this area when it's cold, but she seems to be happy now. This is what I expected. It doesn't bog down when I've lipped the throttle. There's that little whine again. I think it might be even this. So the next thing to do, alright, front end work now, I think. Be a case of change the inner tie rods, get the drive shaft back in, because we're nearly there. Oh, there we go. That just drops in. Right. I'm also going to do an oil change. I've got a new filter. That should clear up that smoke. That smoke should clear up, I hope. The car's still a little cold, so. And then I'll have some more Dexron fluid for the gearbox arriving soon. Right, what we got parts wise? So, got resistor to do the ECU mod. I think there's the dashboard bulbs. Got a couple more to do. There's a filter and a fibre wash ring, or not fibre, but a crush ring. That's this. Blanking plugs for the vacuum system. Brake line, well, brake calipers. Oh, where are they gone? Oh, heat started coming through from the vents. Lovely. Nice and warm now. Where are they? Where are they? Box of all the old bits and pieces that I fitted over the last couple of months. Gasket. Hold on to that because that might be useful at some point. What have I done with those? New fuel filter there at some point. I think I have lost my tie rod ends in a track rods. Well, bear with me. We will see where we get to a bit later.